Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reacting to Hick or Treat. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe, and make sure to check out my Patreon for more exclusive Arthur content, as well as early access to future episodes of FUDW. Let's check it out.
What are you doing? Besides messing up your room.
Yes, the Halloween episode.
And stop hiccuping, okay?
So, looking at the comments, some of you thought that this was one of the less annoying DW episodes, and I do agree. I just thought this would be a fun one to highlight because it was Halloween at the time when I was recording this, and also because DW's hiccups are rather annoying. Like, I know it's not exactly her fault, it's just the way they go about trying to get rid of the hiccups, that's where it becomes really annoying.
You're supposed to look like monsters. You're supposed to scare people.
Like, you can tell this is one of the later seasons, but it's still in that 4:3 aspect ratio.
There you go.
I believe it's in 4:3.
Scaring people on Halloween is an important tradition. Plus, it's fun. Watch this.
I agree. Scaring people on Halloween, it is fun.
Is that your idea of scary? What's on your face? Underpants?
I love that. I will say I do love how DW just doesn't think he's scary at all.
The 14th century. Don't you get it? No hygiene? No movable type?
This is such a hipster idea for a costume. Like, I feel like this would definitely be something people do today. It's like, it's the 14th century. You just don't get it. You know, you really gotta think about it, you know? It's not just a fun costume, because God forbid we use Halloween to have fun.
Lots of things. How about a hairless mouse? Or a dog that walks on its hind legs? Or a roller skate without shoelaces?
Binky. Binky is a dog that walks on his hind legs.
That's scary. Mom, can you please make DW stop hiccuping? She's been doing it since yesterday. I can't help it.
Did you try holding your breath?
That is something I've wondered, like, people with, like, chronic hiccups, like, do the hiccups stop when you're asleep, or is it just something like it affects your breathing when you sleep? Because I know, like, people who snore, like, that can have an effect when you're asleep, but I didn't know if it was the same with hiccups.
It's all DW's fault. She's been hiccuping for 2 days, and it's driving me crazy.
And that prevented you from dusting the crumbs off your shirt? I will say, this is probably one of the grosser episodes of Arthur. Like, it's not like gross compared to something you might see on, like, Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network, but just in terms of the amount of, like, spit and food and burps and stuff throughout the episode, that's just, like, it's very unpleasant. Fucking Mary Moo Cow. I always wondered how like the Mary Moo Cow costume works, because we see like the mouth moves and everything, but like if it was an actual like person in a puppet, I don't think Mary Moo Cow's facial expressions would be that detailed. I think it would be more Barney-esque, and I guess like Mary Moo Cow is kind of like the Barney equivalent in this world.
I don't know what else to do.
Take her to a pediatrician.
You're too Arthur-y.
Damn, got him.
Then here's my list of things that are scary. This can't be right. Number 3 looks like a cookie. It is. Eating a gingerbread man.
I get that children have weird fears, but even this feels like way too like niche fears. Like, these are very abstract fears for a child to have.
No, having to give uni to the Tibbles.
The Tibble turds.
An octopus. It's an octopus!
I will say, for having to make an improvised octopus on the fly, that's pretty good.
Balloon with pipe cleaners.
I'll admit, I didn't start watching the Batman animated series until I was older, so I didn't get this reference when I first started watching Arthur. Like, I didn't get that this was like a Batman reference, which in hindsight, it was like super obvious. Also, I love I would love to see like a Batman versus Barney story. I feel like that would be like the best crossover ever.
1000% sure.
Head, eyes, not bad.
Again, I mentioned this in my episode of FUDW. It's weird that she feels like she's eating a person. Like, it's like, yeah, kids like to imagine like that they're giants and like, you know, like their toys are like little people and like they're the giant of their domain. But like the fact that she specifically thought so much of it that eating something that looks like a person would be the same thing as eating a person. It's just, these are not normal thoughts for a 4-year-old.
Unnecessary clothes, horse clothes barn. Will I ever get to crayon her face?
Can you crayon a felt animal?
Or what?
Like if you ever had a Webkin toy, like would you be able to draw crayon? I feel like you could Sharpie it. Like it's weird that they say like crayon. I feel like that's not possible.
Good for you. Some guy named Charles Osborne had the hiccups for 68 years. Can you believe
I believe this is true. I think this is a real person they're referencing. The fact that this man had hiccups for 68 years. That must have been absolutely horrible. Like, I can't even imagine having hiccups for more than a day, much less 68 years.
How does it feel to be this close to making history?
I love how in her fantasy she's the exact same height. Her hair is just gray.
30 seconds, then it'll be officially 69 years since you started.
69.
I can't hiccup anymore.
Now you
This is the thing I never got. The fact that it had to be exactly 69 years. Like, I get that this is her fantasy, but, you know, in real life it would, like, I feel like after 68 years, unless it was, like, 68 years and 364 days, like, this wouldn't matter. Like, the fact that she had hiccups for more than 68 years would be enough to break the record.
I'm hiccup girl.
That's a very dumb thing to be obsessive over. It's interesting seeing like these homemade costumes. Like, do kids like still do homemade costumes? Because like even when I was growing up, there'd be some years where I had homemade costumes and other years where it was store-bought. And I'm curious now, like it feels like more and more costumes are store-bought, or like if you want a very specific costume, you can like special order it from an Etsy shop if you want like a super detailed costume. I feel like that's kind of like been the evolution of homemade costumes.
You scared me and I'm never talking to you again.
You wanted him to scare you. Why are you getting mad? Also, this stupid sandwich costume.
I did.
I know I kind of exaggerated it a bit in FUDW, but really that is a very weird costume. And the kids from the fantasy.
Nice costumes. Just a moment.
Yeah, make fun of him, but not the guy dressed as a giant sandwich.
I knew it was too good to be true.
Yep, and now he has the hiccups. Fantastic. Thanks for watching that video. Please like and subscribe, and if you enjoyed my reaction, check out my Patreon for more Arthur content, as well as early access to future episodes of FUDW. See you next time.